Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, first graders. We're going to be talking about fractions today. We figured we'd do a fun activity to show you how to do some fractions, and you don't even need any paper. You can use some things around the house. I happen to have a couple of empty boxes. I have a fudge covered Nutter Butter box here and an empty Cinnamon Toast Crunch box here. I'm going to use those. I'm all done with them, and that way I'm not wasting paper. So I'm going to use some scissors. Family members at home might want to help you cut this out. But I'm going to cut them right on the edge. And I started out with a rectangular prism. Both of these are rectangular prisms. But I just want one kind of flat piece. So I am going to cut on the very outside edges to make just a regular flat rectangle. I don't even have to trace anything. I can just use my scissors here and make it so it is a nice rectangle shape on the very outside edges. Again, have mom or dad or somebody at home help you with the scissors or cutting part if it's too hard. I'm going to cut off this edge here. Make sure it's nice and straight. There we go. Okay, so I have a nice piece of cardboard here, rectangular. Now, this is a whole piece, one whole piece. I'm going to kind of fold it in half to see where the middle part would be. So I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to line up the edges, kind of just crease it in the middle to make sure I have two sides that are the same length. So I have the middle part right here. I'm going to cut that again, right in the middle. So I know I have two pieces that are the same size. I had one hole, now I have two pieces here. So I'm going to write that as a fraction on the actual pieces of cardboard. I have one hole. If I put it together, if I break them apart, I have 1/2 here and 1/2 here. I'm going to write that as a fraction right on my cardboard. I'm going to put a 1 on top. I'm going to write a straight line across. I'm going to write a 2 underneath. This shows it is 1/2 of the whole. Okay? Same thing on this side. It is 1/2 of the whole. So I have 1 straight line across and a 2 underneath. There we go, 1/2 of a whole. All right, I can also make a bigger one. I'm going to use my Cinnamon Toast Crunch box now. This is pretty good. We just had Earth Day, so I'm reusing these boxes instead of just throwing them away.
A little repurposing too.
I'm repurposing them. All right, I'm going to cut these out and I'll be right back. Big rectangle now. It's no longer a rectangular prism. It's just a flat rectangle now. Now, again, I'm going to fold it in half to try to find out where the middle is because I want even amounts on both sides. So I found, it's almost like a book right now. I'm going to cut that in half. Now, these two, we have 1/2 here, 1/2 here. I want to do another fraction though. I'm going to cut it into 4ths. So I'm going to put these together. They're approximately the same size. And I'm going to fold them. Might maybe do one at a time. It's kind of thick here. So kind of fold it in half. I found the crease. And I'm going to cut it in the middle. Same thing with this one. I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to cut it in the middle. Now I'm going to write my fractions on here. I have 4 pieces. So each one is part of the whole, just like we did on our 1/2. So I'm going to write 1 straight line across and a 4 on all of them.
1 out of 4.
1 out of 4. I'm going to do that on all of these. 1 straight line across and a 4. 1 straight line across and a 4. 1 straight line across and a 4. These are 1/4. I have 4 of them. If I put them back all together, they make one whole. I think I'll have to set these down a little bit. They can't hold them all at once. So you can make your own fractions at home using leftover boxes. You can cut them out and make your own fractions on there. I'm going to set these off to the side, and I'm going to shade in some sections for another online math game that you can do that goes along with the shaded in activity. I'll be right back. All right, boys and girls, I want to show you one more thing with fractions. Here I shaded in half of the whole. So half is shaded in, so I can show that like this with a fraction with numbers, or I can show it like this where it's shaded in only half of the section. I can also show you with 1/4. I had, again, my other part of my cereal box, I shaded in one of the sections. There's 4 sections, and I shaded in 1/4 of them. So I have it in this form with 1/4 and shaded in 1/4 here. Thanks for watching. We miss all of you. Take care.